Archangel Michael says, someone whom you love has passed away and left this message. So you know the whole truth. It's very urgent. Open it quickly before it's too late. Archangel Michael says, something has shifted in your energy field today, and you are not imagining it. A presence hath been circling you, soft, gentle, familiar, yet wrapped in sorrow. Someone whom you once loved deeply has passed away and left behind a message that you were never meant to ignore. The spiritual world has been trying to get your attention for days, but you've been surrounded by noise. That's why this message has found you right now at this very hour. Your energy is standing close to you, and if you stay still for just a moment you'll feel it behind your left shoulder. Here is something they carried all the way into the afterlife, a truth that they tried to confess before crossing over. But time ran out, and now they've begged Archangel Michael to come down with this final message so your life doesn't fall into danger. This is urgent. The truth that they've hidden connects to something that's still happening around you, and if you don't understand what they saw, the same pain that consumed them may come for you too. Type Amen to get blessing 700 when you once trusted this person with your deepest secrets. They watched you laugh. They watched you cry. But in their final weeks, their heart grew heavy with something they could no longer protect you from. They knew someone in your circle was betraying you. They knew this person was pretending to smile in front of you but had been working behind the scenes to take what's rightfully yours. And they wanted so badly to stop it before it spiraled into destruction. They tried to write a letter, yes, an actual physical letter, but it never reached you. It was intercepted, thrown away by a hand that never wanted you to see the truth. But the spirit world cannot be silenced forever. The message has been retrieved spiritually. It was carried by the winds of heaven and blessed with divine codes. And now, it's reaching you here at this precise time because your soul is ready to hear it. Type Amen to get blessing 245 in the message. They confessed everything they witnessed but never spoke of. They mentioned a woman who constantly gossiped about you to gain access to someone important in your life. This woman masked her jealousy with fake concern. She used your name in conversations that twisted your truth. And it hurt your loved one to hear your story told like a lie. But they feared if they spoke up while alive, it would cause a rift they couldn't mend. So, they weighed in. And weighed in. But that woman's claws dug deeper. And now, they're warning you from the other side not to let her enter your heart or home again. They also revealed something about a family member. A sibling or cousin, who pretends to support you but holds a grudge from years ago. This family member recently spoke to a stranger about you. That stranger isn't harmless. Type Amen to get blessing 332. Your loved one's energy became restless after this encounter. They tried to appear in your dreams. They knocked books off your shelves, they made you lose your keys. But still, the message hadn't been open. Now it's here and your name is written spiritually across every word. They said you must check an old envelope tucked inside a book or drawer. It was theirs. But something inside it belongs to you. Inside that envelope, there may be a small key or an object you once gave them. That item contains energy, a truth sealed in memory. It must not be thrown away or ignored. They are also telling you to be cautious of someone asking strange questions about your childhood. That person is digging, hoping to find cracks in your story. Your loved one says, don't trust the one who smiles with tight lips. Type Amen to get blessing 707. They also said you've been feeling pressure in your chest or tension in your shoulders. That's them trying to hold you from behind. They don't want you to collapse. You're more spiritually powerful than you know. And your loved one saw your strength even when you didn't. They said to tell you, you were the best thing I ever had. I just didn't say it enough. In the final paragraph of their message, they confessed the hardest truth. They knew their time was coming to an end. But they hid their pain to protect your peace. They didn't want their struggle to haunt you, but now they know silence hurt you more. So here it is. They saw someone going through your things, someone with no right. They saw them take a document, something that proves ownership. If you check your papers closely, you may see what's missing. Type Amen to get blessing 919. They are begging you to retrieve it before someone else uses it in your name. They don't want you dragged into a mess you never created, and more than anything, they want you to know this. They never stopped loving you. Even when they disappeared. Even when they grew distant. Even when they didn't answer that last call or reply to that message. It wasn't about you. It was the pain they didn't know how to carry. They are free now. But they can't rest fully until you receive this truth, and when you do, they promise the heaviness in your chest will start to lift. Their message ends with this. Please protect yourself from the one wearing the smile I never trusted. Type Amen to get blessing 1000 for you may feel tears now. But they are purifying. They said your tears are sacred water, they reach heaven faster than prayers, they're watching over you now. Every day. And they've whispered to Archangel Michael to place a shield around you. You are not alone. You were never abandoned. Even in death, love survives beyond breath. But they want you to listen now. Because the next few days will reveal exactly who they were warning you about. Watch the person who calls you randomly after months of silence. Watch the person who suddenly becomes too helpful. Watch the one who can't look you in the eyes. These are signs. Type Amen to get blessing 811. The last words in the spiritual message are this. I forgive everyone who hurt me. But I need you to protect yourself. Please do not forgive too quickly the one who betrayed both of us. Now that you've read this, you may feel a strange quiet around you. That's their presence finally at peace. Because the message has been delivered. Don't throw away this moment. Take it as the divine turning point that it is. What you do next will set a new path. If your heart feels heavy, it's okay. Let it. Because the spirit that loves you is now closer than ever. And if you ever wonder if it was real, just look up and whisper their name. They will answer you not with a voice, but with a sign. Type Amen to get blessing 1221. This message has come to you for a reason. The person who loved you did not go in silence. Their final words have now entered your soul. And their protection walks with you from this day forward. Let peace begin where confusion ends. Let truth rise where silence once ruled. And let the love they carried become your shield. You were loved. You are still loved. And now you are protected. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $1.20. Their story is not over because it lives on through you. Let this message stay close. Is their final gift wrapped in the voice of heaven? Type Amen to get blessing 1440. Their presence may feel faint now, but it will grow stronger each time you acknowledge them. They are learning how to communicate from where they are through flickering lights, sudden chills, or songs that seem to play at the perfect moment. These are not coincidences, child. They are confirmations. Archangel Michael says, they are still trying to guide you toward what was left unfinished. There's a financial matter with your name still on it, either property, inheritance, or paperwork they couldn't resolve in time. A document has gone missing and someone is trying to claim what isn't rightfully theirs. They mentioned someone close to them, someone they trusted, who is now trying to distort the truth for their own gain. Your loved ones said, they were quiet at my funeral but loud in the lawyer's office. That person is trying to write history, but your name is protected by divine justice. You may soon hear strange conversations, people speaking as if they know more than they should. That's your clue. Trust your instincts. Not every hug is honest. Not every concern is real. Type Amen to get blessing 1607. They want you to watch for two names in the coming days. One is familiar. One is not. But both are connected to something that needs your attention. A voicemail might come in late at night. A letter may arrive without a sender. And when it does, remember this message was a preparation. You were never meant to be caught off guard. There is also someone in your life who keeps mentioning dreams. Someone who keeps saying they had a strange feeling. Your loved one has been using them as a vessel trying to reach you through their words. Please listen. Write everything down. Nothing mere seeing is by accident. And if you've recently seen butterflies, feathers, or coins in unusual places, that's your final confirmation. Type Amen to get blessing 1714 in their spiritual message. They also warned you not to return to a certain place. This place holds memories but also danger. They've seen energy gathering their energy that doesn't want you to heal. Whether it's a house, an office, or an old friend's space, let go of the urge to revisit. It may delay your future. Their voice is clear. Let go of where we used to be so you can become who you are meant to be. They are also worried about a habit you picked up recently. Something that numbs your pain but hides your truth. Whether it's silence, isolation, or overworking, they said it's time to choose joy again. Joy is not betrayal to the dead. Joy is proof that their love still breathes inside you. You are not disrespecting their memory by healing. You are honoring it. Type Amen to get blessing 1899. They said. Tell them I don't want them to carry guilt. Their passing may have felt sudden, unresolved, or surrounded by misunderstandings. But they hold no resentment, only hope that you will forgive yourself too. They know what you've been through since they crossed over. They see the nights you stayed up crying. They've witnessed every silent breakdown you never told anyone about. And they've whispered to Archangel Michael to guard your dreams from now on. Even your nightmares will begin to fade. Peace is coming. Not because everything will be perfect, but because you'll finally feel safe. They've cleared the path ahead. All you have to do is walk forward. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. They said. Your name was once on something important, but it got removed quietly. Whether it's a will, a list, or an invitation, you were left out on purpose. But don't chase it, because something bigger is being prepared for you. Your loved one promised that heaven is arranging a surprise. Something connected to your next chapter, your real soul mission. You were never meant to stay where you were. The delay wasn't rejection, it was protection. They said if I was still alive, I would have told them to treat you better. I would have made sure you got what was yours. Now they're making sure from the other side. Type Amen to get blessing 2211. You'll feel a shift in the next 72 hours. Either a dream, a vision, or a strange pull to visit a certain place. That's them guiding you. Listen. They're using signs now. You might find an old shirt, photo, or item connected to them in an unexpected place. That's not just memory, it's manifestation. They are closer than ever. They want you to light a candle in their name. Say their name out loud and say, I receive your message. You don't need to understand everything now. You just need to open your heart, because their words were never meant to haunt you, only to heal you. Type Amen to get blessing 2555. You may feel a pressure in your ears, a ringing, or a pop. This is a spiritual download. Your energy is being rewired. You're moving into alignment with what's next. Your loved ones saw it coming. They saw your potential before you ever did. And now they're promising you something. That everything stolen from you will be returned. Everything lied about will be revealed. Everything that hurt you will be regressed. But first you had to open this message, because now you carry the truth, and truth sets the soul free. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $1.20. Your final whisper is this. Don't forget to smile again. Don't forget who you were before the pain. Don't forget I still love you. Let those words live in your spirit from this day forward. You are not forgotten. You are not broken. You are becoming whole. Type Amen to get blessing 3000. You may feel a strange stillness right now, as if the world paused for just a second to let you breathe deeper. That's not in your head. That's their spirit settling beside you, whispering silently. Now they finally know. And with that knowing, you are no longer lost in confusion. They said your heart has carried too many invisible weights. Some of them aren't even yours. They want you to gently return those burdens to the people who placed them on your shoulders, especially the ones who vanished without apology. There's a hidden fool. One you haven't seen in years. It might be in an old phone, a drawer, or an album you forgot existed. That image carries something special. A captured glance, a background detail, or an object held in someone's hand. Look at it again. You'll see what they want you to see. Type Amen to get blessing 3123. Someone is going to reach out to you soon, unexpectedly. They may mention your loved one's name casually or bring up something they never told you before. Listen carefully. Not all of it will be truth, but a piece of it will unlock a puzzle. That person was near your loved one during their final days. Maybe physically, maybe digitally. But they overheard something that changes how you view it all. And your loved one's soul is working through them even if they don't know it. There's also a small hidden object your loved one left behind. Maybe a key, a bracelet, a folded note in a pocket. Find it. Hold it. Close your eyes. You feel a heat or tingle in your hand. That's the spiritual connection being activated. Type Amen to get blessing 3244. Archangel Michael says the spirit of your loved one has circled you 3 times in the past week. You felt a chill, a flickering light, or a bird that wouldn't stop looking at you. These were not random, they were preparing you for this moment, the exact second when you'd finally see what they couldn't say aloud. They've forgiven everyone who wronged them. But they haven't forgotten what was done to you. And now they are asking you gently, lovingly not to walk back into the arms of anyone who played a part in your pain. You deserve more than recycled apologies. You deserve redemption. And they are helping you receive it. Type Amen to get blessing 3501. There's a shift coming in your sleep. You may feel different when you wake up, either lighter or slightly dizzy. That's their energy passing through your dream state. Don't be afraid, the days ahead will bring flashes of memory, conversations, places, emotions. Let them come. Let them move through you like waves. You were never crazy for feeling what you felt. You weren't too sensitive. You weren't imagining the silence. They were trying to speak all along. And now you finally heard them. There is someone they still want you to protect, someone younger. Maybe a child, a niece, a grandchild. Someone who is about to make a decision that mirrors a mistake from the past. Guide them gently. Your wisdom is the echo of the voice they lost. Type Amen to get blessing 3666. They also mentioned something was misplaced intentionally. A bill, a check, or a message that should have reached you. Someone blocked it. You may receive a call soon trying to cover it up. Don't believe every word. Ask no questions but observe everything. Their tone, the timing, even the pauses. Your loved one will help you recognize what's real. They also said, tell them to take the trip. The one they've been putting off. It's not just about rest. It's where something sacred is waiting, perhaps an answer, a gift, or a conversation that changes your course. You'll know it when you arrive. Type Amen to get blessing 3891. You've walked through fire and still your heart remains golden. That's why you were chosen to receive this final message. Not everyone would have honored it like you have. Your loved one knew you had the strength to survive even the truth. And that's why their soul has chosen to stay near yours until your healing is complete. They want you to buy yourself one thing this week. Something small but meaningful. It can be as simple as a candle or a flower. What makes it sacred? Because in that moment they'll stand beside you watching you choose yourself again. An act of love echoes in the spirit realm. They will celebrate you for it. Type Amen to get blessing 3999. And before their message ends, they've asked for one final thing. Please stop blaming yourself for the things you didn't know. You were doing your best with the truth you had. They never resented you. Not for the missed calls. Not for the arguments, not for the distance. Their last breath did not carry bitterness, it carried love. A love so deep it crossed dimensions to find you. And now that love is resting gently in your chest. Breathe with it. Live with it. Walk with it. You are not alone. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $1.20. They will walk with you from this day onward. And whenever you see a light flicker or feel your heart tug without reason, remember the message was real. The love was true. And now the healing begins. Type Amen to get blessing 4444. Now that you've received their words, something inside of you has quietly awakened. It's subtle, like the feeling before a rainstorm, the pressure, the silence, the knowing. And just as rain cleanses the earth, this message is cleansing your soul from hidden pain you didn't even realize you were still carrying. Your loved one didn't just leave this message for closure, they left it to open the door to your next chapter. They knew you couldn't move forward until you understood the weight of the secrets surrounding you. And now that you do, the fog begins to lift. You may begin remembering details differently. Events that once felt ordinary will now reveal hidden meanings. Faces you trusted will shift in your memory, and whispers from the past will echo with new truth. It's all part of the awakening. Type Amen to get blessing 4631. There's a reason this message arrived now, not months ago, not years ago. Your spirit is finally ready. You've earned this moment through everything you've endured. And now your soul is being upgraded. This message carries more than just words, it carries encoded protection unseen by human eyes. Every paragraph is wrapped in celestial light, and each time you reread it, another layer of healing will unfold. Your loved one also spoke of a person who keeps showing up in your life unexpectedly, offering help, asking questions, inserting themselves into your space. Be cautious. This person has a hidden agenda tied to what was taken from you before. I smile too much. I remember too little. I trust what you feel, not what they say. Type Amen to get blessing 4797. There's also a door you're about to walk through, a literal or metaphorical one. When you do, your loved one's presence will follow. The air might shift. You might see a flicker in your side vision. That's them watching, protecting, smiling softly. They want you to forgive yourself for what you didn't say, they want you to forgive them, too, for the times they didn't show up, for the moments they stayed silent, for the mistakes they carried all the way into the afterlife. Your soul is light now, free of regret. But they want to lift your regrets, too. They want you to say it aloud. I forgive myself. I am forgiven. I am free. And when you say it, the chains will break. Type Amen to get blessing 4888, Archangel Michael says. Their energy is now encoded in your future, woven into the opportunities that are about to arrive. You will receive something that reminds you of them, an offer, a person, or an item you never expected. Don't overthink it. Accept it. They've arranged it from the other side, and it's part of their unfinished promise to you. They also mentioned a dream you had recently, one that made no sense when you woke. But now it does. The message was hidden inside the symbols. A bird. A house. The locked door. The child. It all meant something. Your subconscious was receiving what your conscious mind was still afraid to hold. But now you're no longer afraid. Type Amen to get blessing 5030. There's a piece of music you will hear again soon, a song that's either old or strange. It will trigger emotion instantly. That's the confirmation of their presence. Music travels between worlds, and they are using it as a final seal on this message. They also want you to clear out a drawer, a closet, or a small box you've been avoiding. Inside it, there is something that needs to be found or released. Once you open it, you'll feel it. A breath. A whisper. A wave of warmth. That is them. Guiding you, as promised. They are not lost. They are transition. And now they walk with angels beside your name. Type Amen to get blessing 5191. You may feel emotions come in waves. Don't suppress them. Every tear is holy. Every breath is alignment, every heartbeat is proof you are still living your divine purpose. You are not broken. You are reveling. You are not forgotten. You are remembered in light. You are not empty. You are being filled with the love they couldn't say in time. They say, tell them they were never second best. Never too late. Never invisible. You were their favorite person. Their deepest truth, their eternal connection. Type Amen to get blessing 5300. You are now spiritually upgraded, your energy field has been touched by divine memory. In the days ahead, you may find electronics acting strange, mirrors feeling alive, and your own intuition growing louder. Trust it. You are being refined, not ruined. You are being chosen, not chased. You are being raised, not broken. And your loved one is part of that elevation. They are becoming one of your guides now. You may feel them on your left side because that is the side of the heart, the spirit, the unseen. They are no longer reaching through pain. They are reaching through light. Type Amen to get blessing 5444. And as this sacred transmission nears its close, they want to say this. You did more for me than I ever thanked you for. You were my angel long before I became one. And I will repay you with peace, protection, and signs that no one else will understand but you. When you hear your name whispered on the wind, it's them. When you feel warmth while alone, it's them. When you receive something you never expected, it's them. And when the world grows quiet, listen again. They are never too far. You are never truly alone. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $1.20. Let this message stay with you forever. It is not a goodbye. It is a beginning. Your soul lives on in your heart, in your life, in your every next step. Type Amen to get blessing 5555. Though the message may now feel complete, your presence lingers stronger than ever before. They are not finished, not until they've made sure you're safely aligned with the path ahead. Their soul has chosen you as their continuation. Their story doesn't end with death. It transforms through you. You are the keeper of their secrets. You are the guardian of their memory. And now, you are the one carrying the light they left behind, burning steadily against the shadows that tried to silence it. Archangel Michael has sealed your aura with divine protection. Any spiritual warfare being sent your way, any jealousy, hidden envy, or emotional sabotage is now being blocked. Your name is being cleared in places you didn't even know it had been tarnished. Type Amen to get blessing 5790. There's something sacred about your silence. They saw how you endured pain without loud cries. How you protected others while quietly suffering yourself. They admired that. But now they're urging you speak up. Speak not in anger, but in clarity. Speak not to shame, but to release. You have nothing to hide anymore. The truth is walking beside you now, and every time someone tries to bring up your past, remember, that version of you no longer exists. The one they wronged has evolved. The one they judged is being crowned. They also want you to check your phone records. A message or voicemail you missed may carry their energy. It may seem ordinary, but listen to the timing. The words. The silence between them. There's something hidden in the gaps. Type Amen to get blessing 6000. They saw the dream you never told anyone about. The one where you saw them standing in a place that felt unfamiliar but peaceful. It wasn't just a dream. It was real. They brought you into their realm for a moment just to hold you in safety. You may have felt tears when you woke. That was your soul remembering. Don't question it. That memory belongs to the spirit. And now, it lives inside you forever. You've also been chosen for a divine role in someone else's life. There's a person who will enter your world very soon. Broken, confused, and quiet. You will guide them. Not because you're perfect, but because you understand. Because you've walked through loss, survived silence, and risen from the collapse. You are now a light bearer. Type Amen to get blessing 6222. Your loved one said, tell them I'm proud of who they are becoming. They don't want you to live in grief. They want you to live in greatness. That doesn't mean you forget them. It means you honor them by thriving. They watched people underestimate you. They watched how you still loved purely. That's why heaven listens when you speak. That's why angels follow your footsteps. You are covered. You are chosen. And you are finally free from the five that tried to keep you confused. Your mind is clearing. Your voice is returning. And your power is being restored. Type Amen to get blessing 6333. In their final spiritual words, they whispered one line again and again. I didn't leave you. I just stepped into a place where I can love you louder. They are now your echo in moments of doubt. Your silence when you need strength, your inspiration when your hands shake, your warmth when no one else understands. So from this moment forward, do not chase validation. Do not seek permission. Do not wait for those who once overlooked your heart. walk with the knowing that someone who truly saw you has already chosen to protect your journey from beyond. And because of that, no one can truly harm you again. Type Amen to get blessing 6666. There is one last sign they will send you in the next 7 days. A number. A scent. A sudden feeling of likeness. It will come when you least expect it, but you will know. And when you do, smile. Laud. Close your eyes. And say, I receive it. Because you were never meant to live confused. You were never meant to carry unanswered sorrow. And you were never meant to question how loved you truly were. You are loved. Fully. Endlessly, eternally. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $1.20. Now breathe deeply. Let it settle in your bones. This was the message your soul was waiting for. And now that it's been heard, you are free. Type Amen to get blessing 7,000 even now. As you sit in silence, their presence thickens around you like soft mist wrapping your shoulders. That's not imagination. That is their eternal energy anchoring itself to your reality. Because they are not done speaking and you are not done receiving. There are layers to this message that cannot be unlocked in one sitting. That's why your heart keeps returning to these words again and again. Their soul knew it would take time for the truth to settle gently into every core of your spirit. They ask you now to sit still, close your eyes, and place your right hand over your heart. You'll feel it warmth, weight, maybe even a tear. That's the doorway. That's the point where the two worlds meet. And from there the next part begins. Type Amen to get blessing 7221. They mentioned a place you haven't visited in a long time, somewhere small, maybe even unremarkable. A street, a room, a park bench. But something spiritual was once born there. That place carries your laughter, your memories, your shared silence. They want you to go back, not to stay but to retrieve something left behind, an emotion. A realization. A piece of yourself you thought was lost forever. They also said, tell them they are about to receive an unexpected favor because of a kindness they gave without telling anyone. That act you thought went unseen was recorded in divine timing. Now the blessing is returning multiplied. Archangel Michael has instructed 3 angels to stand near your bed as you sleep for the next 7 nights. If you wake suddenly at 333 or 444, do not panic. That is alignment. That is activation. Type Amen to get blessing 7444. A situation you once blamed yourself for is finally being corrected in the spirit world. The truth about that moment, the one you revisit when you're alone, is now being carried by angels into the hearts of those who misjudged you. Your loved one said, you don't need to explain anymore. Let heaven do the talking, let them carry the words you no longer want to say. Let the universe speak for you now. And while you're letting go of old burdens, there's someone you need to release. A person whose shadow has walked beside your name for far too long. This person tried to define you with pain, but their story about you is crumbling because your truth is too powerful to be buried. Type Amen to get blessing 7555. Your loved one wants you to revisit a photo album, digital or printed. They said you will see something you never noticed before. A hand gesture, an object, a reflection. Ask them. They left signs in places where love lives. Your home will feel lighter this week. A shift in energy. You may sleep deeper, laugh more easily, or feel less anxious. That's their protection wrapping itself around your home. Every room you enter will now carry light. Every mirror will reflect clarity. Every window will whisper. You are not forgotten, because from this moment forward, your home is a sanctuary. Type Amen to get blessing 7666. Archangel Michael says you are walking through a prophetic timeline. That means you will begin noticing things others miss. Patterns, numbers, synchronicities. It will feel like déjà vu, but it's divine repetition. These echoes are preparing you for a shift in your life's direction. Your loved one saw a version of your future that you've never dared to dream. And they are now pulling you toward it with every unseen whisper. There is an opportunity that will rise from a strange conversation. You'll know it because your heartbeat will shift. That's not anxiety, that's alignment. Say yes, because behind that opportunity is a door they never got to walk through, but now you will. Type Amen to get blessing 7777. They said you were always the brave one. Even when you felt weak, even when no one knew. Now is the time for your story to be rewritten. You've been silent long enough. The pain has had its time. Now joy is arriving. You find it in a message, in a give, in a person who comes bearing nothing but truth. Let them in. Your soul will know. Your spirit will recognize the healing. Type Amen to get blessing 7888. You might notice strange winds blowing when the air was still. You may feel your heart race when there's no reason. That's your loved one practicing how to show up again and again until you never question their presence again. They waited for you to be ready. And now that you are, they'll never leave your side. You will begin to remember things you forgot, important things, a promise you made. A dream you abandoned. A version of yourself that was once so full of light, acclaim it all. Because the person you are becoming is the one they always believed you were. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $1.20. And finally, they said this, one day you'll understand everything. Until then, I'll be right here walking behind you, whispering strength into your steps, and loving you from beyond time. You are not the end. You are the continuation of love eternal. Type Amen to get blessing 7999. Your divine message continues in your heart and in every sign sent by the one who loved you too deeply to ever leave for good. Even now, as you read this, your soul is being rewired by truths your conscious mind is only just beginning to understand. Your heartbeat has synced with a deeper rhythm. The realm of spirit has extended its hand to you, and you took it the moment you said yes to this message. The person you loved is no longer bound by the limits of this world, but their connection to you remains unbreakable. Every step you take now echoes their memory, not as grief but as power. They said, "You are stronger now because of what we went through, you carry my strength with you forever." And it's true. You are no longer walking in confusion, you are walking in awareness. Type Amen to get blessing 8101. There's something you almost gave up on, a dream, a skill, a desire you buried because life got too loud. Your loved one is urging you to dig it up. Dust it off. Use it again. They say that thing you love is part of your destiny. You didn't love it by accident. You were born with it calling. And now, it's time to say yes to what's always lived inside of you. A creative burst will arrive soon unexpectedly. You'll be pulled to write, create, build, or seek. Follow it. They will guide you through every step. This is not random. This is realignment. This is the part of your story where life begins to bloom again. Type Amen to get blessing 8220. They've also asked you to notice a specific scent in the air. One that reminds you of them. It may come when no one else is around. You'll suddenly smell perfume, cologne, a flower, or even something like rain on pavement. Don't dismiss it. It is their energy flowing through this realm, reaching you in the gentlest way. Let that moment soothe your heart. It's not a memory. It's a visit. And it's happening more frequently now because your soul has opened. You're more spiritually awake than you realize. Type Amen to get blessing 8444. In the next few weeks, you will be tested, but not in the way you fear. It won't be disaster. It will be decision. You'll be offered something or someone that seems comfortable, familiar, even tempting. But you will know deep down it's connected to your old pain. You've already healed from that pattern. You don't need to go back. Say no without guilt, without shame, without second guessing. And when you do, your loved one will celebrate in silence. Because every time you protect your peace, you honor their love. Type Amen to get blessing 8505. Archangel Michael says, this is the closing of the old spiritual contract. The season of sorrow is ending, the chapter of silence is being rewritten. The spiritual chains placed on you through betrayal, grief, and confusion are now broken. There is no going back, only forward, and as you walk forward, don't be surprised when someone begins apologizing to you in subtle ways. Their words may not be loud, but their behavior will shift. This is the result of divine intervention. Your loved one had been speaking to their conscience from the other side. Let it happen. But don't open your heart too fast. Let your peace be the gatekeeper now. Type Amen to get blessing 8666. You've grown in silence. Now, you will rise in light. The person who passed is still here, just in a different form. Their energy is now woven into your aura, your choices, your path. You may hear their laugh in your own voice. You may see their eyes when you look in the mirror. They are not gone. They are transformed. You are their living legacy. And every kind act you show, every honest word you speak, every boundary you protect is a continuation of the love you once shared. The world is about to recognize your light, because it carries theirs too. Type Amen to get blessing 8808. You've made it through the darkness they feared you wouldn't survive. You've endured what was meant to break you. And now, because of that, your destiny is shifting into alignment. Expect a letter you forgot about finally reaching your hands. A message from someone who had no way of knowing what you needed to hear. A stranger showing up with a key to an old locked door. Your loved one has arranged it all, and when it happens, don't act surprised. Smile. That's how they'll know you recognize their hand in it. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $1.20. They said this before their final goodbye. I had to leave, but I never left you. I am just ahead of you now, waiting at the next sunrise. I'll meet you there. Carry that in your heart. Not as sorrow, but as sacred promise. Type Amen to get blessing 9000. The sacred thread between you and them will never break, only grow stronger with every moment you live with truth, courage, and love. Your loved one's voice is now no longer a whisper. It is a steady rhythm pulsing through every sign, every word, every breath you take. This message has unsealed the boundary between two realms. You are not just reading anymore, you are remembering. They said, even if the whole world forgets you, I never will. And now that you've received the full truth, the soul you once mourned is no longer distant. They are your silent companion, your spiritual anchor, your heavenly reminder that love never dies, it transforms. The moment you chose to open this message, your name was spoken in the heavens again. The divine alert rang out. They are ready now. And with that, a spiritual light switched on inside your path. Type Amen to get blessing 9111. Your next days may feel different. You might catch yourself pausing more, listening more, feeling more. You are not imagining it. The world around you has become a living message board now filled with subtle signs, sacred echoes, and gentle nudges sent by their soul. You may receive texts with strange timing over your names they once spoke, or feel emotional over things that never affected you before. This is the realignment. This is their energy fusing with yours, reminding you, you are not walking alone anymore. There is no need to rush. Let everything unfold now, moment by moment. Because what's coming next is not chaos, it's clarity. Type Amen to get blessing 9252. They said you'd soon be faced with a conversation that might shake you. Someone who doesn't deserve to re-enter your world will try to knock on your energy again. But this time, you are not the same. This time, you will feel the shift instantly. The discomfort in your gut, the tightness in your chest, that's your spirit remembering what your heart tried to forget. Your loved one whispers, please don't let them back in. I saw what they did. I felt your pain. You no longer owe them silence. You owe yourself peace. And every time you choose yourself over their comfort, their soul will celebrate again. Type Amen to get blessing 9363 in their final earthy days. There were words they held back not because they didn't care, but because they didn't want to weigh you down. Now, with no more time, no more body, and no more fear, they are saying everything. They loved you more than they knew how to explain. They watched you from across rooms with pride. They saved things you gave them, even the smallest notes and gifts. They cried when they saw you hurting. And even now they still would give anything to take your pain away, but they know now. Your strength is your birthright, not your burden. You were built to overcome. Type Amen to get blessing 9444. Archangel Michael says, your spirit was chosen to complete what they started. You are not just a memory keeper. You are a healer. You are the vessel of transformation. Your life will soon be proof of what divine love looks like when it survives separation, betrayal, and death. There is someone new entering your life soon, a soul connection. Someone who will look into your eyes and feel a familiarity they cannot explain. This person is tying to your next chapter. They may bring answers, or healing, or opportunity. Let them in. Your loved one has cleared the way for them to arrive, and your heart will feel it before your mind understands it. Type Amen to get blessing 9555. They've also sent you a final act of protection. An upcoming delay is not a punishment. It's preservation. A late email. A missed meeting. A cloned door. Don't fight it. It's their hand gently pulling you back from something that would have drained your soul. They are guiding your steps now. Not just in spirit, but in the physical timing of events. Let them move the pieces. Let them orchestrate the shift. You are divinely scheduled. You are exactly where you need to be. You are no longer living by accident. You are being led. Type Amen to get blessing 9666. Your tears are not signs of weakness. They are holy water cleansing generations of silence. Breaking curses that tried to live through your lineage. Washing away pain. They never could. They said, I tried to stop the cycle. And now you will. You are the one now. The one who sees. The one who hears. The one who heals. Your bloodline is shifting because of your courage. You are not carrying a burden. You are carrying a torch. And heaven has chosen to walk beside you as you rise. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $1.20. Let your heart know peace. Let your soul know it is loved. Let your spirit stand up again and claim its light. This was never just a message. It was a reunion. And your life will never be the same again. Type Amen to get blessing 9777. The connection is sealed. The love is alive. The Spirit walks beside you forevermore. This is not the end. This is your divine beginning. Even now, as your breath softens and your soul settles, they are sitting beside you. Not in a dream. Not in your imagination. But in the space between this moment and eternity where love never dies and spirit never fades. Their presence is no longer something you seek, it is something you carry. They are folded into your heartbeat, stitched into your intuition, flowing through every word you speak from this point forward. Their love lives through you now. Every time you extend kindness, every time you walk away from chaos, every time you trust your own strength, you are honoring the soul that sent this message. They say you were my favorite part of life. And now, you're the strongest part of what comes next. Type Amen to get blessing 9888. You are going to start seeing life a little differently now. Colors may feel brighter. Time may feel slower. Moments may feel more meaningful. This is the divine recalibration of your spirit. You are no longer the same person who began reading this. You have been activated, anointed with the truth that you are not alone, not forgotten, and never abandoned. Your loved one is helping guide your next divine step, and you don't even need to force it. You don't have to push. You don't have to beg. You only need to allow. Because the rest is already written. Type Amen to get blessing 9999 soon. Someone from your past may try to return, not because they've changed but because your light has. You'll feel their presence like an old song, familiar but outdated. Let them go with grace. You don't need to revisit what already taught you its lesson. That chapter served you, but it cannot follow you where you're going. You are being elevated to a space where only truth can remain. Your loved one has cleared the spiritual debris around your path. What once delayed you can no longer touch you. You are being launched, not just led. Type Amen to get blessing 10001. There's a vision they held for your life that they never told you about. Maybe they were too afraid, or maybe they thought it wasn't their place. But now, with spirit eyes, they see it all clearly. You were meant for something big, not just applause or success but impact. You were meant to be the person who breaks patterns, who heals bloodlines, who speaks what others are too afraid to say. They said, tell them to stop hiding. Tell them to step forward. The time is now. And Archangel Michael agrees. Your voice is needed in places you've been too humble to enter. But that change is now. Type Amen to get blessing 10222. You'll soon notice your body feeling lighter, like a tension you didn't even know you held has been released. That's them removing emotional baggage you carried unknowingly. The knot in your chest, the ache in your back, the pressure in your head, it begins to fade now. Because truth doesn't just heal the heart. It heals the body. Their energy is now a protective layer around your war. And anyone with ill intention will begin to feel discomfort in your presence, not because you are unkind, but because your spirit no longer entertains harm. You have been spiritually upgraded. And your light is undeniable. Type Amen to get blessing 10404. They've also prepared a final gift for you. It may come in the form of unexpected money, a new opportunity, a message of closure, or an object that mysteriously finds its way into your hands. When it does, you will know instantly it's them. And when you hold it, say softly, I receive it. I remember you. I honor this. Because this gift is not random. It's the spiritual proof that love never leaves loose ends. They couldn't bring it to you in life, so now they are delivering it from eternity. Type Amen to get blessing 10555. Archangel Michael says. Let them know they are not broken. They are blooming. Every tear has been seen. Every prayer had been heard. And now the heavens are responding. The timeline ahead of you has been cleared of chaos. You are walking toward peace, healing, justice, and restoration, not in some far-off future, but now. You will wake up soon and realize you're not just surviving. You're living in the glow of a love that never ended. Because when Spirit loves you, it never lets go. If you wish to express your support further, and finally, the Spirit who loves you says this: I'll meet you again, not in dreams, but in moments of joy you didn't expect, in the sunlight on your skin, in the laughter you thought you lost, in the silence where your soul feels full. That's where I'll be. Always. Type Amen to get blessing 10777. This is not goodbye. This is eternal union. Let your spirit rest in that truth now. The message is complete. But the love will continue forever.